When he is there, go and do it. He should be walking from too dark. You just said this. No, it's fine.
You'll get lighter. You'll get lighter if you it's too bright.
Maybe those types? Maybe this one. This one. This one. Yeah.
What then?
You'll get lighter.
Just this one.
More light, light.
More light.
Too light. One left.
Yeah, one more lighter.
It's too dark now.
You can't dim this light. You can dim the light.
Next, right.
Manisha, can you turn it up?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Is that okay?
No.
It's not making any difference here. Then it's fine.
No, it is okay for the camera.
When pattern is like light.
It's too dark.
See.
The back light.
Put the backlights on. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, the backlight, yeah.
It was okay yesterday, the lights were. Which one? There's two sides. Left or the right side? One side
I need
at a time. This
can you get one side, either here or come.
Light for the camera.
That's right.
closer. If you're okay, he's okay. Anna, if you're okay, he's okay.
Siva,
Put that stool on side, little side. Yeah, on the little side. More. More. Little more. Sure. Thank you, Guruji. Now I'm not like.
the Srinivas.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hearing now?
Can everybody please turn your cell phones off? Everybody, cell phones off.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe this one.
Yeah, this one is better.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, this one is better.
Okay.
Do they want to be here? Otherwise they can go on the sofa. But if you don't mind, you don't mind.
looks like this black one looks very bad in this video. It doesn't look nice. I can keep it here close by, maybe it can capture. It doesn't look nice. Yeah. Keep it here. Huh?
Inside maybe?
Difficult. Okay. मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु ओम श्री अर्काय नमः। ओम श्री अर्क महागणपतये नमः। ओम श्री कृष्णाय नमः। नंदकिशोरा नवनीत छोरा मथुरानाथ श्री हरि श्यामल कोमल कृष्ण मुरारी मोहन मुरलीधारी नंद किशोरा नवनीत छोरा Mathuranatha Shri Hari. Bhagavad Gita session. Bhagavad Gita. Gita Sugita. Gita Sugita. Kimanye Shastra Vistarehi. Shastra Vistarehi. Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya. Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya. Mukha Padmat Vinisritaha. Mukha Padmat Vinisritaha. That's Bhagavad Gita. Definition of Bhagavad Gita. Not just Gita. Gita means song. Bhagavad Gita. Swayam Padmanabhasya. This is expressed, this Gita is expressed by this divine soul himself, incarnated divine soul. That is Padmanabha. Also refers to Vishnu. Mukha Padmat means the lotus like face and mouth that got expressed, that higher knowledge, not available otherwise in the world, because this is not mundane at all. Knowledge is not the right word in English. This is jnana, divya jnana. Knowledge of something very high, which is hard to either understand commonly or to find that knowledge, jnana, from regular sources like library or some professors or some other literates. This is divine knowledge. Knowledge that is essential for every human being, each and every one. You cannot miss this. This is of infinite jnana. No matter how you go around it, you end up with light. You conclude with brilliant consciousness. This knowledge, especially the jnana, divya jnana, is multifaceted, which comprises of everything that is required by any human being. Answers, guidance, instructions, inspirations, insights, not just on one specific area of life, but any area that you can think of, beginning from how to live life to how to overcome harshest circumstances in life, how to be a yogi, how to live a life of yogi, and how to trace a divine presence even in your routine activities. You can just think of anything, any complex question that's answered with precision, not giving room for doubts or disbeliefs or any confusion. It's pure divine knowledge. It's framed, this is clear. So, very impressive. You don't have to be a Hindu person or Aryan person or a person with some Vedic background or only coming from eastern part of the world. It is for everyone. Once you really read, it just draws in straight into nectar of knowledge. And so it's really incredible how circumstances brought Krishna and Arjuna together in Kurukshetra, the battlefield, and somehow the fortune of humanity that had to happen, their conversation, high-level conversation took place, dialogue between them, not just like saying hello, how are you, and informal information, but this is deep, profound, and holding you. Makes you really wonder, my God, so much to know. Where does it come from, that knowledge, divine knowledge? The source is Krishna here, himself. So both became so serious, student and master. And Arjuna and Krishna. The perfect tuning took place for the benefit of future humanity at that time. And Arjuna's situation is incomparable to any human, because he was bewildered, confused, perturbed, lost. Was what to do, how to proceed. Should he give up war and simply go away, or to stay and face the truth, harsh truth, and how to get that courage to fight, because they are not your real enemies, some strange enemies. They are your own friends, relatives, your own community members, and with whom you shared your meals and maybe the same roof, and they're all standing there right opposite to this Krishna's team, also massive army, soldiers. So, you become caught in certain situations. You don't want to be there, but you're already there. You landed there. And no escape. Either way you are going to regret and feel awkward, whether you do it or don't do it. So,
magnify that into millionfold. That's Arjuna's position. So he doesn't know whether he will become successful or he will just perish in the war. Someone who would really injure him or kill him with their arrows, with their weapons. So he doesn't know what will be the next move, what will really happen. And so he doesn't know whether he will return home safely. Even if he returns, what is he going to achieve? Because he has been killing, destroying his own people. I know they are on the other side, but they took away his kingdom, his shares in the family. He abandoned Arjuna. As per the force imposed upon him, he had to go somewhere away from them, Duryodhana's family and his group. He went. Even then, Duryodhana so he was chasing him. And Duryodhana he became even more aggressive, not only disappearing Arjuna and his brothers. He should not even exist on this planet, so that he can enjoy the kingdom. He will have no threat at all from Arjuna whatsoever, even in his dream, because he is no more in the physical body. So that was his most illful intention, Duryodhana, the opponent, being his relative. So the greed, material greed, can take you too far. Your insecurity can take you too far, destructively, because you become insecure, because you want it. So you have no consideration. So the mind either can become constructively spiritual or destructively materialistic. The same mind, it can fall into any side, black or white. So the same person, as though now that no longer a good person, now he is absolutely like a destructive person. So that is not advisable, that's not wished by anyone, but it happens. During that moment, you won't even know that you have turned negative. You have gone into ignorance. You won't even know. We lose our conscience even at that time. So that is like becoming so enraged with some selfish thought. That's what causing problem in the world, not by everyone, but the people, some at top level, who have that power, who have acquired that power over the years. Handful of people can cause destruction to the entire world. So if people wake up, if they become aware, then that alone will dilute such negativity. Anyway, now getting back to battlefield, again Kurukshetra, Krishna and Arjuna are just there. And all people are witnessing, watching. They couldn't hear, but they're watching what is really going on between them. You can't discuss on the battlefield how to defend yourself, how to fight, and also about strategies, war strategies. That's not the time. It said Yuddha Kale Shastrabhyasa. Yuddha Kale means the war time. You want to practice your sword. That should have been done well ahead. then what's going on? Everyone is so curious. But they are really engaged in brilliant, deep act, divine act of churning jnana, churning knowledge, churning that knowledge through via discussion. I know not much time, but you have to be very precise when you say. You can't go for long sentences. Time, because you're not discussing about one specific topic or area of understanding. This is life. Not about one person, about life itself. Especially human existence can be simple, at the same time can become highly complex. So Arjuna is fully receptive now. Receptive. You know, your receptivity becomes or gathers high quality. So you're really ready. It's like you're thirsty. Every drop of water you will absorb, and you feel better. You feel happy because thirsty. He is thirsty so much. Thirst for knowledge, guidance. You can't do it on your own. You need something outside of yourself to guide you, which is better and higher, which can see beyond. So he can see Krishna. That was the reason he is really questioning. Until such time, he didn't even know who was Krishna. He thought he was just brother-in-law, or maybe just a friend, or something of that relative, that's it. And he knew that people come to meet Krishna, but why would they come? Maybe they just want to say hello to him. Not one or two or hundreds or thousands and thousands, not just regularly some people coming here, also rishis even, yogis, munis, even they started coming to Krishna because they couldn't understand why are they going. He's just a plain like covered, means looking after cows, and with flute in his hand, no sword, no arrow, no bow, nothing like that, and simple person. So how come so many people go there? Maybe there must be something, because the people could find that serenity, peace, and clarity, and enhanced confidence when they meet him. That is difficult to achieve because that's spiritual, metaphysical, related to your own self. So Arjuna came up with questions, brilliant questions. You can't even think of such questions. Maybe really, but that's really, he was deeply thirsty. So Krishna is uttering beautiful terses, phrases and terse, condensed, succinct, concise, to the point. What is karma? Before knowing punya or papa, before knowing the good karma or bad karma, what is karma? What is the nature of karma? Too philosophical, absolutely spiritual. To ask questions, you have to raise above, and you have to have that preparation. So, what is the nature of karma? What is dhyana? It's addressed very well. But if you read religiously, you won't know much. It's when you read, you have to really But interpretations are different sometimes because different school, scholars, not scholars actually, interpreted mainly by the spiritual people. But we had to read interpretations done by either very like Shankaracharya or Madhvacharya or Sri Ramanujacharya. So they were called masters of the world, like a Jagadacharya. So they have propounded so well what Krishna said. They tuned in so well, and they brought down the knowledge as simple as possible. But when these three masters, really enlightened masters, who propounded their own theories like Advaita, Advaita, and Vishishtadvaita Vedanta, different paths, but based upon the same Bhagavad Gita, they showed different paths leading to the same ocean. Different rivers flow in different directions, but objective is one, only to reach the ocean. So ocean of moksha, ocean of liberation, ocean of eternity. So, but appears on the outside as though they have contradictions in the beginning, but the ultimate goal is the same. But people can choose whatever goes well with them. That's the beauty of this Vedic tradition and Aryan culture. The Hindu is not the right word actually. Hindu just it's a bit of political word. Hindu means only a definition of the region. It's beginning from the Himalayas to the Kanyakumari and like east to west. That they are defined about the map of India. That's Hindu. And then whoever lives there, or lived there, and they were called Hindus. Hindus. So then Hindu became India. So Bharata, original name was Bharata Khanda. Anyway, so different paths were interpreted by these three masters. But you cannot interpret in too many ways, because truth is, although multifaceted, still the core part is the same. So, like rivers go in different directions, yet river means its water element is the same. Properties may vary, but the same. So also, either you read anything you want to, but still it will lead you to the same destination. Anyway, so questions after questions came upon all about what is bhakti, what, and also he really touched the fundamental questions, fundamental concerns of human existence. Tell me, what is soul? What is body? What are the senses? What is intellect? Can you believe that? Thousands of years ago. How they were highly sophisticated and advanced to touch such highly most sensitive areas. Well, hard to investigate. Only you can investigate if you want to, and if you know that something is there to be investigated. If you don't know, how will you investigate or inquire into your inner realm? So such questions also were asked. He wanted to know because he wanted to secure his position in life, position in nature, position in the universe. Where do I stand? What's my position? Not the role. Position first, then role. Where's my seat? Where's my existence? Because if something goes wrong in the war, you leave the body. What happens after leaving the body? Will I continue to exist or will it end here? So should I be worried about this, concerned about this, fearfully, excessively, tensely? What is that really? Life, will that continue after existence? Will I know? Will I not know? So how do you understand this? So at least anyway it's going to happen. If this happens, like dissolution happens in the war, his presence, because somebody is going to really crush him. So he wanted to secure body. With the body you disappear. You don't exist. So what is that really? Life. What this body is made up of? Scientific question. Biological, geological, physics. You are so it's addressed in different directions to take you there. It's so dramatic actually, dramatic and very realistic at the same time. So Krishna answers so calmly and lovingly, and he gives answers. So what is Atma? He says. This is Arjuna. Let's go to that point first. Because if I know who am I, if I know whether I will exist or not forever, or is it only this life, if that's solved, then the rest can be tackled. Let's go to the root. Then he also covers other areas as well, but at one point he just goes straight into that point. Then Krishna will not give direct answer like the way normally scientists give the answer. Scientists do not know everything, and they will never know completely, because science is confined by its own religion of empiricism. Everything has to be proven, thrown again and again, fitting into their own format, the academic format, otherwise not accepted. If anything you experience, you know, and it works for you, but you cannot prove it externally in a manner in which others can understand, then no, it's unscientific, and we don't welcome this statement, your assertion. But it's working for you. Still they don't believe. No, we can't, because you can't show me outside. You can say, God, I believe in God. Where is that God? Who is that God? It's only letters 3, G-O-D, God. It's your personal belief, okay, you carry on, but we cannot prove it. You see, even if you're breathing and you can't see air, but you're living with it. But if this is the condition, it has to be physical, we want to see, only then we believe. So there are many things, highly sensitive elements and forces in nature operating through you and everywhere, but you can never prove in that terms. It's like you know only one language, so everything has to be said only in that language. Only then you trust and you believe and you understand. Otherwise you can't understand. That's over. No communication. So, and the language used was in Sanskrit, pure Sanskrit. Hence, everyone should really make an effort to learn Sanskrit. You gain so many benefits. Not just, I know others. There are nobody who speaks in Sanskrit these days, but that organizes your thoughts so neatly. Even the very foundation of learning that language, Sanskrit. Sanskrit is called Devanagari Lipi. It's the language of gods and goddesses, language of advanced civilization, and they are all left to maybe somewhere they are living in another space body somewhere. So that's the language. Somehow we got the language. It's codified and very well compiled by Panini Maharshi. He preserved it with going into details of verbs and nouns and all grammatical rules. You cannot make mistake. If you make mistake, others will not understand. So you have to be precise. So wonderful. Anyway, that language really, through that language, you can really bring out your ideas, concepts so clearly. That's what happened. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakam, nachaidam vedayantyapo, na shoshayati marutaha. You have to pronounce exactly the same way as I said, as Krishna said it originally. If you just become lazy, even a bit, I will take you to another world, another realm where the meaning is totally distorted. Instead of calling Ramesha, what is Ramesha? Means name of a person, correct? Ramesha, have you ever heard of it? Ramesha? Ramesh Bhai. Ramesh was. So, Ramesha, you say Ramesha, someone else will come in the crowd. Or Mahesha, because you couldn't pronounce, maybe you're eating laddu or something. So someone else will come. One little mispronunciation can change the entire meaning. More possibilities in Sanskrit. That means you have to be there when you want to say something. You have to be there. You have to really be aware. You should really know what you're talking about, what you're saying. Only then you can proceed. That's the language, the beauty of that language. Uniqueness of that language. You have to be. And it can also bring you multiple meanings. So you have to go by the context. Simply say, same word is used in different circumstances. Same word, in war field, one meaning. You bring a horse. In while dining, that means salt. There are two meanings, one word. So if in the war field he is not eating, he is fighting. If he says Sayandava Maniya, means you have to bring a horse, not salt. So it's a context, contextual refer to what is around and where you are and what you are doing. Anyway, so the sloka touching upon the formation or existence of soul. Soul, Atman Shabda. And it's such a deep question, you cannot show something and show, oh, this is how it looks like Atma. There you go. Problem solved. Because the soul is difficult to explain because you have gone to the very base of human existence. Base, foundation. How can you explain linguistically? Your feelings cannot be explained in words, especially when it becomes deeper and deeper and deeper. That's the reason you express your tears, or maybe you suddenly going to become silent. I lost my words. You say words, or you're exhausted of words. No word can. Why? You still have got words, but words cannot match with your deeper emotions and feelings and experiences. How do I phrase them? Because words are not compatible. No dictionary can accommodate. because that's dead end. But also meaning words have limitations at some point. Don't rely upon words all the time. Yes, we need words, but please add your energy into those words. Only then other person can capture vibration. That word should become magnetic. When it travels from your mouth to someone's ears, it should be magnetic to make sure it's not corrupted, exposed too much. Just go straight to his ear, his or her ear. They just drink it, absorb it. That was the reason in ancient times, master, before initiating his mantra to his disciples, would whisper in their ear. In Upanishad times. Why? I used to wonder, why do you have to whisper? Just say loudly. They didn't have microphone at that time. Maybe they had their own devices and advanced devices. Because mantra, sacred mantra, like passwords. Mantras are really like password. To me, it's password. Om, Shrim, Hrim, Klim. It's like no normal meaning can be extracted out of these rare sounds. Om, Hrim, Klim, Shrim, Hrim. But you have to utter in a certain way, only then it will create waves and goes waves, and the meaning goes somewhere else, somewhere into intended destination. We can say something. That was advanced technology, spiritual technology, metaphysical technology. Technology is often some cosmic technology. That's how they communicated. They must have that wonderful methods to communicate around the world. The one kingdom was established globally. At that time, Duryodhana was the one dominant emperor and taught the world almost. Hence, you can see traces of Sanskrit language as was spoken even today, not directly, mixed with their language. Anywhere you can see, take any language you want, Spanish, English, you can see Sanskrit words, so many going into that language. So also you can see some relics, culture even today, some traces of culture, remnants. So that's really the global exposure to that culture. Powerful culture cannot be erased by anybody, because it has substance. It will stay forever. Style will disappear. Someone will come and introduce new style. Substance, very substance, nobody can change. So become substance yourself. If you want to be long lasting, become substance. Don't get involved in styles, isn't it? Substance means padartha in Sanskrit. Padartha, a thing, isn't it? So how did he resolve this problem, soul problem? So the body, physical body, with a departed life, departed soul, departed chetana, departed consciousness, just like log of wood. But prior to the departure, something happened we call death. But the person was alive, active, and responding so beautifully, and he could understand anything, and he could think well, he could speak meaningfully. So where is that soul now after departure? Coming out of that body, due to whatever the reasons, natural or unnatural reasons, where has it gone? We want that back. If time can be reversed, everything can be reversed. The time cannot be reversed. Even 1 nanosecond cannot be reversed. It's over. It's gone. One way traffic. You can't even stop In traffic you can stop, isn't it? Traffic, sometimes emergency, you can put the hazard light and stop for a few minutes, maybe not be exactly in the middle of the road, at least on the side you can stop. But here you can't stop. The vehicle of time, you cannot. Whether you like it or not, it has to move. It's all going somewhere, definitely traveling. Time is traveling. Whether you travel in time or not, time is traveling. So time is not just a facility for you to sit inside, it is really going forward. You can test, you simply sit, things still go. It's like you're on a train or on a plane and it's going, but you are not doing anything, still it's going. But here the same way, it's like Earth itself is like a spaceship. It's really like going on like a wheel of time, isn't it? So, Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dati pavakaha Na chaidam Kledayantyapo Na shoshayati marutaha. You have to practice it at home, say again and again properly and master it. That in itself will bring you so much knowledge and experience. So how many words after all? You can count them, correct? And that contains great meaning and sensible meaning. Not like just, yes, Krishna said it, we have to believe. We will believe. Because Krishna said it. We have to believe. That's religion. No. That has knowledge. Those phrases have abundant knowledge and meaning and guidelines, inspirations, insights and directions, not for one particular sect or community or school of thought. Anyone can come and jump in like ocean. Does it have any restriction? Only certain the kind of people should come in and take like a dip. Anybody can come and experience it. It's open. So such is the sloka phrase. The one you said it, Krishna said it. Same thing you repeated. We got it, fortunately. If we didn't have substance, truth in itself, it will wither away. Long time ago it could have been just set aside by anyone. Scholars and saints and enlightened people again and again tested the sloka and the meaning. My God, really. Even hardcore skeptics. This really, I never thought of this. This is how. And referring to you, not referring to some other person, talking about some Superman story, or Spider-Man story. This is the real narration of your being, your existence. If you can understand this, you understood almost anything in the world. He asked this same the question, Arjuna with Krishna. Give me the knowledge, the best knowledge. He always craves for the best, something that I must know, and that's of very high quality. So the rest will be taken care. I want that. You know? Some people are like that. They always look for the best, and they will always be the best because they won't compromise when it comes to quality. Whatever the extent they could go, and they will find it. Eventually they get it. Not always possible, but at least they try. Given the given circumstances, whatever the best is available, they choose, whether the work or studies or water or food, good quality available. So Arjuna is craving for the best. Means you should deserve to get the best, not just willing to get the best, desire to get the best, not attempting to get the best, but still you want to excuse me, still you want the best. Not so. You develop the deserving qualities. Someone will recognize you in life. This person deserves. I want to really develop friendship with that person and really provide him what I have got. Maybe special knowledge, special wealth to be looked after, or maybe whatever. Oh, this person is good. That deserves, because you are trustworthy, maybe you are very receptive. And you look for trustworthy people in life, usually. Trustworthiness in a certain aspect. I should recognizing people with their unique good qualities. Not everyone will have the same quality. Different people have different unique beautiful qualities. Qualities are the ones that make life entirely different and more fulfilling. So Krishna says to Arjuna in his delivery, in this dialogue, I will provide you that knowledge after which you will need not have to know any other knowledge. You will not crave most probably to any other knowledge. That's the ultimate one. That's what I would like to give you, that jnana. That jnana I'll get you. After which you would know yourself. Your questions will just melt away. Questions. Gone. Before you were hungry and you plan, what shall I be? Should I be eating today? Shall I eat this? Shall I eat that dish? Even at home people ask, probably your spouses ask you, what do you like? What would you like to eat today? Then you come up with a big list in your mind and you can't say everything, but you think, oh, I wish I could. You're caught up in too many options, you don't know. And they know, no matter how much you say, but they also, your desires will be narrowed down in the kitchen. What have you got, first of all, there? Depending upon that, you have to come up with a plan. But not just have a plan and not see anything around you, isn't it? So, like this, so Krishna says, provide you that knowledge, that jnanam, with which you will be satisfied. Now it's clear. I attained that state of consciousness now. Now I know. Let me go do my duty now. Duty. What you have to do, you have to do. You must do. And how to do it? Again, don't keep any anxiety, stress in your mind. Will I win? Will I lose? Don't swing between uncertainties. Just go and focus more on what you need to do, the karma, the duty, bounden duty, you're obligated, you have to do it. Anyway you have to do it in full capacity, in full involvement, in full heart. I am doing it. Where are you going? No, the duty will take me there. That's where I am going. Duty will take me. There's a purpose, intention, the duty, the boat of duty. I am sitting in the boat of the duty, the kartavya. Duty is not the right word. Actually, English limits me, unfortunately. You all should learn Sanskrit if you all want to, Yes. Anyway, duty means like you think of some going to office or something, opening the door, automatic door opening or something. That's not the duty here. That's the nearest word, isn't it? So kartavya is the right word. Kartavya. Say kartavya. Kartavya. Kartru. One who does it he is called kartru, the performer of tasks, performer of duty, the doer of the work. Karta. Karta. Karta, the truest meaning of karta is Brahma. He is constantly doing. He has gone beyond doing even, so he has to do something even high, something very high. So he is engaged in tapasya, Brahma. So he is engaged in tapasya means what is he doing? Simply sitting there. For you he is sitting, but he is engaged in deeply in observing how the entire universe is functioning. What else you want? The entire universe. Who is doing, who is not doing, he can tell you there. In detail, not just superficially looking, observing something completely. In full observance. Hence it is said, in a radio interview I said recently there, Brahma, so when will he eat, if that's the case? Because he is always engaged in dhyana, Brahma, in tapas. So when will he eat then? What will he eat? No, he has got food, he has to eat. What is that food? Seriously, Brahma tapasa jiyate. Say, Brahma tapasa jiyate. Brahma lives on dhyana, meditation. That's his food. Can you believe that? Seriously, that's his food. Only then he will gather strength. He can operate well. Otherwise he can't. He can't create. He can't oversee the entire universe. Someone has to be looking after, correct? If nobody looks after all that work on its own, everything, it will be chaotic totally. If there is extreme chaos, then again the same force will reinforce itself and bring order and discipline. There was so much chaos recently, 2-3 years ago, big chaos in the entire world. But somehow the positive forces taking play over, somehow settling things here and there, wherever. No, one person cannot dominate, one group of people cannot dominate the world. If you do it properly, if you look after everyone properly, if your administration is good, if you are really compassionate, if you are all embracing humanity, then you can continue, you will be infused with even more power. But if you are misusing, abusing, trying to control every human being, you will not succeed. Many billions from eons of time, people some tried like that. They failed, tried and failed. Civilizations passed. So same thing will happen. Dharma will be restored. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita in this dialogue. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Do like this. Glanir bhavati bharata. Glanihi, you understand what does it mean? Dharma, glanir bhavati bharata. You can even express in your face as well, like it's fading away. Glanir bhavati bharata. Whenever dharma is going to shrink, oh my God, what's going on in the world? How many times you all thought of that? We watch news. Oh, it's going to happen in the world. No, where is humanity? Where is compassion? Where is love? Where is care? Where is concern? Everything is becoming too commercial. So only money, only physical, too materialistic. What is going to happen for our future generations, like great-great-grandchildren? What will happen? Our ancestors left something, maintaining all those things. That's the reason we are sitting here. We are talking about some high-level knowledge, high-level topics, like such as Bhagavad Gita. But this is happening because of our ancestors who lived the way they lived life. Everyone here, your great forefathers and great grandmothers, they have done something good and positive, constructive. They really helped and shared, and they lived a high quality, beautiful, fulfilling life. That's the reason we are sitting here. We won't be able to sit here because that's running in our bodies, that's streaming in our bodies. Their genes, their consciousness is here, isn't it? When you think, although you have not seen them, but you can feel them because they are in you. about maybe simply just go back maybe a million years ago, whatever it was, the same thing is here. Maybe the form of appearance may have changed, but is deeply at the core is the same thing. Life force could be genes, whatever it is. The thread of life is still the same though. So when you go deep inside, how do you go deep inside? Is it so through surgery? Surgery you end up only with encounter the physical body again. But with your mind, with your awareness, try to go and simply cease all your physical activities and explore with your thought and then go to feelings, go to emotions, and then go a little further, deeper and deeper. You end up in seeing or experiencing brilliant light. Oh, that's the Atma. That's what the Krishna is talking about. Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dhati pavakaha Nachaitam Kledayantiapo Nashoshayati marutaha Nashoshayati marutaha. Indirect answer, but so precise and clear, and makes one think very profoundly and make their own experiment in their own ways. But at least this was made clear that exists. You disprove, let us see. If you disprove, you are disproving your own existence. You cannot. Nainam Chindante Shastrani. Do you like this? For you to remember forever. Nainam Chindante Shastrani. First, let's stay there. Too much this will be too much for you to grasp. So let's work with this first before we conclude today Bhagavad Gita session. Nainam Chindante Shastrani. Arjuna, what are you talking about? Soul is entirely a different topic. Atma, let's not say soul, Atma. Atma is the right word. Atma is entirely a different topic. It's totally non-physical. Intangible. You can't put your finger on it. It's you can't touch it. It's just there, but it's there. But that's you. But you cannot understand, because understanding is always just like a door, like opening a door. That's understanding. But we are staying there. We think this is the house. This is where I should live life. Like at the threshold, not getting inside. That's all our life on the surface, superficial life. Although we carry so much energy inside, so much concealed knowledge within that self, we really go by not believing themselves. They go by without believing their own inner self, the being, their existence. Many people, so they don't know the way. So Bhagavad Gita brings that high level, knowledge, jnana again. So Krishna, how is he defining the property of Atma? Property of Atma, the nature of Atma, how is he defining now? Nainam Chindante Shastrani. When I do that, what am I doing? Like the quiver behind, and the store which stores all arrows. You are taking one arrow outside to indicate that's a weapon, or maybe a sword, Nainam chindante, chinda. See the word in Sanskrit, when you say the word itself, really the sound of the word, if you keep on uttering, if you don't know the meaning of one verb, for example, keep on repeating, will become a little deeper and involved with the repetition, and then you feel something, and that's the meaning. Can you believe that? Like chindanti, the very it compels you to say like this. Excuse me. Chindanti, say. Now, what we are saying now, not that chindante, chindante. There you go. You were all sleeping so far, probably half asleep. Chindante. Like just glide it over. Let the Guruji will take care. Don't worry about it. Why do you think he's here? To say that properly. Only then we will give him breakfast. If you pass up the test. Isn't it? So you have to be careful. The word is like that. You have to say so strongly. Now you will say properly, definitely. Even if I say chindanti, you are going to make it up properly. Nainam chindanti. Shastrani. The first adjective. You show a person, oh, he is the person here, is here, person is here, has just come. Okay. So I saw him, so what? He is a strong person. Okay, all right then. Then you will look at him again, once again. He said, a person now. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Good. No, that's not enough. You'll say, he is very generous. Oh, really? What's your name? Now we want to know the name. Isn't it? Okay. He says something like, whatever, Ramesh, Mahesh, all those things we said. Any name you pick. He said it now. And then again, you go to say, he's highly knowledgeable, Okay. Oh, please take a chair. Because your respect increases as you come to know more and more about the person, correct? Good qualities mainly. And the reverse happens when you highlight the bad things about the person. You distance more and more. Although you are still there in close proximity, mentally you distance the person. Isn't it? You can live in the same house, but you can distance yourself thousands of miles away. Isn't it? As if you can do that. It's once you lose that love, trust and confidence and connection, they're sitting next to you, but you're miles and miles away from them, correct? You can't connect. You can't say anything, you can't communicate. Some people give up in their homes sometimes. It's over now. Now they can't communicate anymore. But they still behave normally. They decided each other. That should not happen, unfortunately. We have to try to fix it as much as possible. When you live with somebody, you have to make sure you accept them, you flow with them, you make them, at least you make friendship with them, if not worship. Otherwise, worship. I know we are still in the battlefield now, but war hasn't begun yet because we are talking to Krishna and listening to Arjuna both ways. So, the answer is about the definition of your spirit, your soul, your Atma. Nainam chindanti shastrani. First adjective is no weapon in the entire world, no weapon, including nuclear bomb, cannot destroy Atman. Oh my God. It's not just talking about ordinary sword or some knife or some sharp object. Any deadliest weapon that you can name or think of that cannot dissect this Atman, that cannot deform this Atman. That's the first nature of that Atma. Oh God. Now your mind is soaring very high to galaxies. Like, how can that be that object in the universe? And you are that as well. That's even more hard to assimilate now. It's not just talking about subject that's external or object that's external. It's internal, and that's also you. Oh. This is we don't know how to handle, how to accept. We want to accept, but do I deserve? Is it true? My God, that's simply like throws you up into highest level, altitude. You are Atman. That means nobody can ever destroy you. Wow. That's really enough for me, for the whole time to contemplate and churn meaning, extract meaning. It is true. It is ultimate truth. And not any regular person saying is enlightened incarnation of higher being, incarnation of the entire, incarnation means, don't take it in religious sense, in an exaggerated sense, like incarnation means like essence of something is really taken and presented. Essence of anything that's very big is taken and presented in a simple way. Like you bottle water. That water is, my God, element is so big, huge. Wherever you go, there's water in the earth and in your body, in the atmosphere, in animals, in plants, in clouds. Wherever you go, there is water, element of water. That you have bottled it. Oh my God, is it water? You got the water? Yes, water is here. That's incarnation of that water. Got it now? Incarnation of the water element is here. And now you got another bottle. That's different than this, the shape and size. That's also incarnation, but different volume, different capacity, but the same element. So also, Atman is like that higher some entity which is filled, poured into different bodies, different forms of existence. Thus Chaitanya is everywhere. So now when you do dhyana, different now. My God. Nainam chindanti shastrani. My God, I'm eternal. Okay. Deathless. Then Krishna, what about this then? We see so many people dying. You are saying this. How many times you change your dress? Myriads of times. Then did you think that you died? Because you change your dress. And you also look different. Every day you see there's some micro difference in you. Every day. Keep on looking at you. Some difference has to take place. There you go. But did you ever think you're dying? There you go. So magnify the dying part, magnify into massively to cosmic scale. You are not dying, you are the same person, correct? How many times you change your dress, you are the same person, correct? How many clothes you discarded in your life journey? Oh, this is not good, it's gone, it's too old, take it out, bring the fresh one. So how many times you freshened up yourself? How many times you had showered? How many times you fell sick, again you recovered? Did you think you died and you got the new person? Why don't we accept we were completely sick and bedridden, now you recovered, you came back to life, oh, rebirth took place. Why don't we think like that? Rebirth took place. Seriously. So magnify this into billions and billions of infinite fold. Then you would get the meaning, oh, we are eternal. That the law of nature is, it brings changes, but you have to go through experiences, so you are the same Atman. So it continues again, it's going to be a bit longer if you address other adjectives. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha. Maybe I can just give you keywords at least for you to work on, and the next time we'll see. Nainam dahati pavakaha. Fire. Not only that, one objective it would have been enough, isn't it? Krishna would have said, good, enough now, I'm hungry, I want to have breakfast. In battlefield, no breakfast, no lunch, dinner, oh dear. No. It's totally like anything can happen. Just prepare, totally prepare. Warfield. Can you expect roses falling on your body? Anything you can expect. No comfortable treatment. Rough, tough. Ready for bloodshed now. Go. Who is going to win? Let's see. Decide. Nature will decide. Time will decide. We have to fight. Unfortunately, go all out. Fight. Survival or total dissolution. Destruction. Full of destruction, warfield. Is any time just waiting for someone to give the signal, the conch. At that time, conch. To blow the conch, and that will give some signal or some drum beats or something. And that's it. And when they start releasing their sharpest weapons, everyone at each other, only with one intention, destroy. That's the mantra. Nothing. No compassion, no matter whatsoever, nothing. Just go, destroy, flatten the ground and walk forward. So, Nainam dhati pavakaha. That would have been enough for the first one, the powerful adjective defining the eternity of your soul, the true property of your soul. Now, another adjective, if you really want to go with it, if you're ready to go, take another one. Fire burns literally everything, correct? Anything that engulfs and turns anything to ashes. Even that fire, element fire, with such extraordinary power of burning and really melting away anything at all, disrupting molecules, even that fire cannot heat, even warm up the soul, warm up the Atma. It can't come near. Fire cannot burn it. Nainam dahati. Nainam dahati pavaka. Pavaka means pavana sutta. Pava. That's it. Anyway. So, pavaka. So, even fire cannot burn it. Enough? What more you want? To establish eternity of the soul. It's indirect answer. You got to concoct in your mind. Because mind is limited, anyway mind cannot handle. You have to go to the soul, heart level to grasp it. Even that's very difficult. Then go ultimately to your Atman level, and that's where you can grasp all this knowledge. And through experiences, not only through words or sounds, but through experiences you become evolved. Not by understanding, correct? Makes sense? But just by understanding, can you become evolved? You understand. No, you stand under, that's correct. You will not stand above. That's called understanding, isn't it? Means less understanding, less perception is called understanding, isn't it? So, here, Nainam dati pavaka, even element fire cannot touch. That means it's beyond element, already, isn't it? Now we go another one. He gives adjectives after adjectives indirectly. You work out the answer, and this answer really motivated him, inspired him tremendously, Arjuna. No, don't worry. Even if you destroy your enemies, don't regret. Oh my God, you killed those people, because you are forced to do that. You are brought by them. They brought you here. So they will also not perish. Don't worry. It's only the forms will perish. And you, same thing applies to you. So the fire is over. Now we move on. Next adjective. Na chaidam Kledayantyapo, Kledayantyapo, you have to split, like cutting birthday cake, you have to cut the cake, cut it here, the word. Kledayantyapo, slice it exactly in the middle with the knife of grammar, Sanskrit grammar, it divides into two. Kledayanti plus apo. Plus apo. Plus means space. Kledayanti one word, apo another word. You join them with the glue of grammar. Kledayantyapo. It becomes tya. Something else come in the middle to join these two words. That's the grammar rule. Lots of rules. Anyway, Kledayantyapo. So two words. What are those words? Kledayanti, apo, apo, apo. Even that is apo. Apo word actually is when you say, that's how you say apo. But when you really want to address only specific word apo, that becomes apaha. 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 Apaha means water. Water element. Apaha. Apaha. Okay. So even that water, anything you put your clothes into water, or you immerse yourself in water, you become wet, soaked. But the nature of your Atma is such that water cannot affect you. Can you believe you're going beyond, going beyond all limits, all physicalness, all even your thinking realm even you're crossing, only the feeling realm now. Thinking is, now we lost the connection, touch, where the thinking has limitation, it can't go further. It says, I can't see digits, I can't see physical images, I can't see numbers, how can I think? I can't grasp. Thinking mind says, I can't grasp, I'm lost, sorry, I hand over everything to heart to take over. You grasp, you embrace now. Because it is very high level. Mind knows only mundane matters mainly, a little bit of imagination, creativity, but here it's already all crossed. So water cannot even affect. Okay, then last adjective to conclude Bhagavad Gita session today. So Krishna's last adjective defining or describing the nature of Atma. Finally says, Na shoshayati marutaha. Na shoshayati marutaha. So, when you wash your clothes, of course nowadays it's all washing machine, dryer. You put inside the dryer and wear that dress. And the dress will not last longer because the dryer, artificial dryer, certainly it makes the fur come out slowly, and that's the plan by corporations for you to buy more clothes. Only 1 week it gets old. Okay, go for another one and destroy nature. If someone gives you with love one good one dress, and you wear a few times and it's gone, you throw away. But if your great grandfather, if someone really, I'm sure someone must have kept their maybe trouser or maybe shirt or maybe handkerchief or a towel, even today exists in some people's houses. You won't believe that, oh my God, that was given about by the grandfather, and they have kept it even today, the towel or maybe shirt or something, sari maybe. Wow, even today is really so nice, so good. Oh God, like how you preserved this, yes? My grandmother gave me this to keep it there when I was so very young, little. Then I still somehow We moved to so many places, but still somehow this came along with me, and I preserved this dress, this cloth. Oh my God, it is so good. But now, show me the one given last month. Someone gave you the dress, dress not there, almost gone. The color has changed. Otherwise, its novelty has gone away. Because this is what we are living in the world, not looking for long-lasting things, only temporary, quick, instant, and a quick profit. And everything is fast and quick. Not only selfishness, it's for, like you make dosa and chutney. So selfishness is dosa, the chutney is a quickness, the impatience is the chutney for dosa. Instant. Right now I need to get the profit and close the company. That's the reason people are losing money with the value. Money is going to be frozen in so many banks already. So you just have to be careful, think it over and what it is, how we find out more, and think, become more alert, how you can really change the way you think and your acts and everything. Review everything what you are doing, shopping to living life and your lifestyle. Bring some changes. You can still save a lot of things and bring some good inspiration to the world. It's possible, isn't it? So anyway, so in conclusion now, excuse me, Bhagavad Gita session concluding now. So, na shoshayati maharutaha. Air. So when you wash your cloth and keep it outside to become dry, it will become dry, correct? Just in few maybe hours it will become dry, the soaked, the wet, your washed cloth, your dress. So who dries that cloth, soaked, the wet cloth? Who dries? Air. Even if there is no sunlight, air dries up, correct? That's what the Krishna speaks so scientifically. Na shoshayati maharutaha. Even air cannot affect your Atma. Air cannot affect your Atma. Means you have really gone beyond 5 elements. That's what the nature of Atma. So beyond 5 elements means that doesn't belong. That doesn't belong. Underlining point. Really very important. It's a golden phrase to be underlined. As such, Atma, with these qualities referred now to, doesn't belong to the earthly plane. It belongs to higher planes. Only then it can retain those qualities. Higher planes. And it cannot be one-dimensional or three-dimensional. It may be multi-dimensional Atma, belong to many dimensions. It can cross even all the known 11 dimensions in physics. It can cross. That's the capacity. Hence, that's the reason they were doing tapasya, as written in Puranas and old literature, ancient literature. They were doing tapasya, invoking particular god, specific goddess, invoking a particular element in nature, and with the specific mantras and the focus, and that element or force, that higher entity would really come near you or would enter your consciousness or being and really listen to your request. What do you want? Why did you invite me? So, they would accomplish that. Yes. Maybe, for example, someone really, it looks like story, but it is possible if you master it. We don't know, we lost that art, we lost that knowledge, lost that the secret secret knowledge. Anyway, secret and sacred knowledge. Like focus upon fire, element fire, and there's a procedure how to really contact that fire, not just putting our hand into fire, the contact with our conscious mind and appealing to that fire. You are also an element, you have your own existence, and you are so amazing, but will you make me burn, will you affect me less when I really had to walk on fire? Will you really help me to burn less as possible by you? And there's an appeal method. If you can do that, through dhyana, through tapasya, and it will really allow you to remain untouched. People even practice in India, like countries I have seen in some villages, the tradition walk on hot embers. They walk in once a year or something, because they become so fully focused on that element and requesting, appealing constantly, and they go with that bhakti, shraddha, and that element will open the door for them. Okay, I won't really perform my act the way I should be doing things, because you're an exceptional person, I allow you to come. Usually we don't allow anyone to come into this hall, but for you we are allowing, to like saying that element will allow. Usually we burn everyone who comes here, anything who comes here, but now at this moment we will not do anything for you. You can do your work, you can pass by burning embers, or like as though the fire. He says, oh no, let this person go, don't touch him. So that happens, really. So that's what it is. So, nachedam kledayantyapo nashosheti marutaha. Air, wind cannot dry up anything, because you are beyond these elements. So, the underlying point was, Atma doesn't belong to this world dimension, this plane of existence, beyond. That's the reason that can maintain those qualities. Body is an envelope, dress manufactured by 5 cosmic corporations. Elements, air, water, earth, ether, isn't it, fire? They have manufactured this body. That's the reason you can connect with those elements in your life. We are seeing because there is light, fire, isn't it? We smell because of earth connected with this, no one knows. So a sense of touch comes from air. So it's all like 5 elements have combined to form this. So this is subject to change and metamorphosis, change. So this has to change. So only then you can experience this part of the world. And this, you go to some museum, they say, okay, you have to put on some dress. Only then you can go and see, otherwise you can't. Okay, you put on this dress on the condition, before landing on this solar system, okay, you can live on the planet, experience life, but we provide you special dress through your parents, you have to come out through the combination of these egg cells and sperm cells. You need to really enter, that's the door. Then you see your body will be developed and you will be given that dress. You stay, maintain as much as you can, but finally, don't worry, you are the destination. The program will tell you what the impressions of life and the experiences of life will drive you. They were lost thought before leaving the body. These things will combine together and take you to a certain next destination, where you should be going, how you should be going, and what form of dress you should be wearing, again to start another life. Interesting? So we clarified. So no fear of death now to Arjuna. I know, prepare for anything. Go, come on. All out, war, in full clarity. So we say one finally. Nainam chindanti shastrani. Nainam dhati pavakaha. Na chaidam kledayantyapo. Na shoshayati marutaha. Na shoshayati marutaha. Om Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Nanda Kishora Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, thank you. Take care. You don't want to leave? Sit here? Okay, you can sit. Krishna has to go. You have to send him back to his original status. So, Kamal, at last you got a bit of it at least. Not all. You didn't miss
we
it.
were listening on the way.
That's correct. You know, you had a connection. Exactly. You all can go. This part. Play some good Krishna's